I talk a lot about lucid dreams on this channel, but what about regular dreams? You know, those can be really fun as well, especially when you have those really long, epic adventures that you can have in some of your dreams. How can you have a few more of those though? Because, you know, some dreams you wake up and it's just a short, boring dream. How can you have more of those really long ones? Well, today I'm going to give you 5 tips for how to have longer dreams. Tip number 1 is to wear a sleep mask. So if you don't know what a sleep mask is, it's one of those little masks that you can get that covers your eyes while you sleep. And the point of those masks is that while you're asleep, any light that is entering your eyes and going through your eyelids tells your brain, hey, it's daytime now, stop producing melatonin and wake up. So when you're laying in bed and there's like a standby light from your computer or your monitor, there's like a street lamp outside, there's like, you know, someone's light on, you know, in the other side of your apartment or whatever, all of that is interfering with your brain's ability to produce melatonin, and so as a result you're not getting the restful sleep that you normally should get. And so wearing a sleep mask is going to help you get better sleep. But as a knock-on effect of this, you're also going to find that your dreams are a lot more clear and vivid. And also, because you're sleeping longer and deeper in general, you're going to have more of those dreams. And you don't have to go fancy, just buy one that's like $2 or $3 or something, and it's going to make a world of difference. Tip number 2, all of you have seen this coming if you've ever seen one of my tip videos before, meditate before bed. I am not going to stop saying it because that's how important I think it is. If you're not doing it, start meditating before bed. It makes such a difference to your life in general, and it makes such a big world of difference to your sleep and your dreams. And in particular here we're trying to get longer dreams, and it really does help with that. You see, meditation really helps with dream stability, both when you're lucid but also with your regular dreams. So what that's going to mean is that you're going to wake up after a night of sleep and you're going to have lots of those really long lasting dreams where you actually get to do something. Aside from the sheer number of lucid dreams that I get when I meditate before bed, that's the thing that strikes me most, just how long and crazy a lot of my dreams get. So be sure to give that a try. Tip number 3 is to sleep for at least 8 hours every night, maybe even longer if you can manage it. And there is a very simple reason for this. You see, throughout the night you have several REM periods. But what you'll find is that the REM periods tend to increase in duration as you get later into the night. So if you're only sleeping, say 5 hours, not only are you having less REM periods in total, but those REM periods are shorter. And if you have shorter REM periods, then any given dream in that REM period is also likely to be shorter. And you certainly can't have like an hour-long dream if your REM period is only, say, 50 minutes long, obviously. And the other great thing about sleeping longer is every additional REM period that you have is just another chance to get these long dreams in the first place. That said, you don't have to go crazy and sleep all day, but I think 8 hours is a good minimum. Try for 9 or 10 on the weekend if you're really feeling like going for some extra dreaming. Although I suggest, you know, then using a lucid dreaming technique as well to make the most of that time. But give it a go, just sleep for a little bit longer and see what happens. Tip number 4 is that if you do end up waking up, think about your last dream when you go back to sleep. This is something that you can do to have a dream exit induced lucid dream, but you can also do this to just re-enter a regular dream and extend it for a bit longer. Now this is obviously not quite the same as just having a dream last, say, 40 minutes in one go, but if you have, a 10-minute dream, you wake up, you think about the dream and you re-enter it, and you have another 10 minutes, then hey, that's better than if you just had the 10-minute dream, isn't it? And since it's easier to have several short dreams than it is to have one long dream, you can actually do this to get some really crazy long adventures in your night. Now, if your intention is to get lucid, then see my guide on DEILD, but basically the principle is that you want to focus on your last dream until you enter a new dream. But if you're not actually trying to get lucid, you don't have to wait. You can think about your last dream and then just allow yourself to fall back asleep normally while you're thinking about it. And when you do that, you'll often find yourself back in the dream, but you'll be much less likely to actually be lucid. It'll typically just be a regular dream. Tip number 5 is to feed your brain with ideas. It's easier for your brain to come up with a cool, interesting sequence of events that spans a long dream if you already have lots of ideas in your subconscious. I think if you actually go back over some of your longest dreams, you'll probably notice that the ideas came from somewhere very obvious, like maybe you had a dream about surviving a zombie apocalypse and you've just been watching The Walking Dead recently or something like that. So what you really want to do here is watch some good films, read some good books, basically find some interesting stories so that your brain has something to work with. And you can also check out my dream incubation video that I made quite a while ago if you want to actually try and dream about something specific. Give yourself a specific idea to have a long dream about. So I have a bonus tip for you today, and that is for if you actually end up getting lucid during this dream. So if you're lucid during this dream, first of all, one thing you should check out is my how to have longer lucid dreams videos where I talk about stabilizing dreams and so on. But another thing you can do other than trying to stabilize a dream is to just go with the flow. In other words, treat your lucid dream like a regular dream, where you're just following along with whatever your subconscious is giving you. You know, if there's characters in the dream, interact with them. If there's a plot that's going on in the dream, just follow along with it. You know, if you're being chased by some monster, run away from it. If you can see some location that you're going to be heading to, head towards it. You get the idea, just go with the flow of the dream. I'm not sure why this works. Maybe it's because your subconscious kind of already has an idea for the dream and so doesn't have to change too much. But I find that when I just go with the flow of a dream, it often lasts way longer than when I'm trying to do my own thing without me ever having to even think about stabilizing it whatsoever. Anyway, I hope you found these tips helpful. If you'd like to learn how to lucid dream, be sure to check out my lucid dreaming book, The Lucid Dream Book. There'll be a bit of information about it on screen right now, and if you want to go get it, you can go to the top right hand corner or to the link down in the description below. Anyway, thank you for watching, make sure you subscribe and enable all notifications, and if you want to keep watching, check out one of those videos on screen, go watch that, and I'll see you there soon. Take care.